Namaste and welcome to Mindful Yoga. My name is Ryan. Today's practice is a short practice focusing on Sun Salutations. Sun Salutations are a dynamic way to get our heart rate going as well as stretch our body. I would normally do Sun Salutation before any major activity like running, or if I'm warming up to start my weight training as well as all my flow classes. I tend to begin with a couple of rounds of Sun Salutations. I would also like to shout out a big thank you to Seed Yoga and Wellness, which is where I'm filming this particular practice. I teach a lot of classes at Seed Yoga, and I've also included the link to the studio in the description below. So if you're local to Melbourne, feel free to join me for a few classes over here. So let's get started. We're going to start in all fours. Come onto your hands and your knees. Bring your wrists below your shoulders and your knees below your hips. Let's bring our big toes to touch and take our knees as wide as the mat. Allow the hips to sink towards the heels and begin to fold forward as you walk your hands forward. Just for a few moments here, bringing awareness to the texture of the mat. Noticing the texture of the mat against your fingertips. Noticing the texture of the mat against the tops of your feet. And beginning to ground yourself down in the present moment. Guiding awareness to your breath. Noticing the length and depth of your breath. And now mindfully coming back to all fours. Bring your wrists below your shoulders and your knees below your hips. Toes will untuck. Gaze at the space between the index fingers. From here, few rounds of cat-cow. On the inhale, lower the belly towards the ground. On the exhale, round the upper back. Inhale, shine your heart open. Exhale, chin to chest. So continue like this a few times. So Sun Salutations also are an excellent way to start the morning. And if you work from home, you can take a break and do like 2 or 3 rounds of Sun Salutations to just stretch and warm up the body, because sometimes sitting for long periods can create tightness in our lower back and our shoulders as well. 2 more rounds. 1 more round. Now let's wake up the core a little bit here. Extend the left leg towards the back of the room. Don't worry about the height of the leg. Hips square, toes point to the floor, hands towards the front of the room. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, elbow to the knee as you round up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to the knee. 1 more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to the knee. Come into an extension again and then transition to all fours. We're going to extend the right leg towards the back of the room and extend the left hand towards the front. On the inhale, fill up. On the exhale, elbow to knee or close enough. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend again. Exhale, elbow to knee. Come into an extension again and then transition to all fours. Let's tuck our toes and make our way into downward facing dog. So in down dog, press all finger knuckles into the mat, spread the fingers out wide. And if the heels don't reach the floor, invitation to bring a bend in your knees, and we're going to push our chest towards our thighs. 1 more breath here. Walking our feet all the way towards our hands, come into a forward fold. Hold on to the opposite elbows. and then dangle from side to side. Let the head hang heavy. You can bring a gentle bend in your knees and noticing the lower back and the glutes. Coming back to center, find stillness, and then forward fold, fingertips on the mat. On the inhale, glide your hands on your shins, achieving a flat back. On the exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Hands go towards the sky. On the exhale, hands to heart center as we come all the way down. Let's begin Sun Salutation A. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Hands go towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center as you fold all the way down. Stepping back to your high plank, wrists below the shoulders, heels pressed towards the back of the room. Draw the ribs and the lower belly in. Now lower the knees to the ground, untuck the toes. With control, come down. The chest arrives on the mat before the pubic bone. Press into the tops of the feet, come into a cobra, lift your head, and then tuck your toes, transition to downward facing dog. Let's do one more round of Sun Salutation A. On the inhale, left leg to the sky. On the exhale, step the foot through between your hands. Right foot will step forward to meet the left, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Hands go towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center as we fold all the way down. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Let's step back to a high plank. And this time we can go into chaturanga without putting the knees on the mat. Bending the elbows, hugging them into the ribs. And once the shoulders are in line with the elbows, go into upward facing dog. Untuck your toes or choose to go into cobra, downward facing dog. Now let's do 2 rounds of Sun Salutation B. Take your right leg to the sky on the inhale. On the exhale, step it through between your hands. Left foot steps forward to meet the right foot, forward fold. We're going to come into chair pose. As you zip your inner thighs together or towards each other, tailbone descends towards the floor. Hands come all the way down, we fold forward. Pick up your left foot, step it to the back of the mat at a 45-degree angle. Right knee above the right ankle. Come to rise, warrior one. Hands go towards the sky. Hands will come down again. We're going to step back to a high plank. And then let's take our vinyasa flow here, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. On the inhale, take your left leg to the sky. On the exhale, step it through between your hands. Turn the back foot at 45-degree angle. Come to rise into warrior one. Hands will come down. We're going to step back to high plank. Take your flow, chaturanga, upward facing dog. We'll meet in downward facing dog. And now walking your feet to your hands as we come into chair pose. Bring your hands to heart center, fold all the way down. Hold on to the opposite elbows, come into ragdoll, sway from side to side, or nod yes and no. Coming back to center, forward fold. Let's go back to chair pose. One breath here. Hands to heart center. We fold all the way down. Step the left foot to the back of the mat. Come to rise. Hands to the sky. Warrior one. Bring your hands down and step back to high plank. Take your flow. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step the foot through between your hands. Back foot at 45 degree. Rise up. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Hands come down. Step back to high plank, Kumbhakasana. and flow. Chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Walk your feet to your hands and then come into chair pose. Hands to heart center, fold all the way down. Now let's walk back into a downward facing dog. Ripple forward to a high plank and then lower the knees to the ground. Cross your legs behind you and make your way into a comfortable seat. Very good. Thank you very much. So, as we're starting the day, we've done a couple of rounds of sun salutations. It's a good idea to connect with our breath. So for the next couple of minutes, we're going to practice Samaviti breath or balanced breath. We're going to inhale for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 4. I will count the first 2 rounds for you, then I shall let you be. So once in your comfortable seat, place your hands wherever they feel the best. Close your eyes and draw the shoulders away from your ears. Take a preparatory inhale and exhale. In for 4, 3, 2, 1, out. 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 3, 2, 1, out. 3, 2, 1. Continue like this, where you inhale for 4 and exhale for 4. Reminder, slower is better. After your next exhale, softly opening your eyes. We're going to extend our legs, just a couple of stretches before we finish our practice. So extending our legs. On the inhale, lift and reach. On the exhale, seeking the outer edges of your feet. So if the hands don't reach the feet, it's okay. You're welcome to bend your knees or place your hands somewhere on your shin or ankles. One more breath here. begin to straighten the spine. And then bringing the soles of the feet to touch. So once you bring the soles of the feet to touch, wrap your hands around the feet. On the inhale, straighten. On the exhale, begin to fold forward. Three more breaths here. And now straightening your spine and finding a comfortable seat. Thank you very much for joining me for this practice. Wherever you're in the world, have a great morning, amazing afternoon, or an awesome evening. I will see you soon on the mat. Namaste.